examples of scalable protocols. Probably used it. It's called BitTorrent. Why is that scalable? Well, if you download Game of Thrones, you get it really quickly. It's the #1 pirated show in the world. If you download Pee-wee's Playhouse, you get it very slowly. Apparently not as many people like it. Go figure. Great movie. Great show. Well, why does it get faster? Because when people join a torrent swarm, they usually add resources more than they take. So, more people, more resources, faster, better performance. That's a really good distributed system. And that's why 500 million users. That's why 1/3 of all the internet's traffic is carried by this protocol. It's wildly successful.
First came on the scene, people sort of saw us as a competitor to Western Union. They said Western Union moves money, Ripple moves money, they're competitors. But actually Ripple makes it easy to move money, and Western Union needs to move a lot of money, so it's a perfect fit. And the same is true for banks. Banks right now have to exchange a lot of payments with other banks, and they do it now through correspondent banks, which are intermediaries. If banks start to come to Ripple, they can exchange payments between banks on Ripple directly. No delay. No worry about settlement risk or tracking payments. It's instantaneous, and they can know immediately that the funds are good.
We actually have made quite a bit of progress in advancing a distributed ledger concept for what we call our trade information warehouse. And our trade information warehouse is an application that supports lifecycle management and asset servicing for credit derivative transactions, which approximate about $11 trillion around the world. And we've been working with IBM, Axoni, and R3 on this application for about 18 months. And about a week ago, we announced that we're going into user acceptance testing with 15 global banks. So we're really pleased with what we've seen. We've learned a lot along the way, but we're actually going to be launching this application in production in 2019.
Users.
And you keep liquidity. Is that how you can source on demand liquidity by using digital assets? So what we have been doing, and this product is live now, just to make it clear, no banking institution is using that because, as you probably heard about it, the regulatory framework around the usage of digital assets is not very clear for banks. But payment service provider and some other financial institutions are less governed by these obligations. So what we have been doing actually is that using actually the real currency, let's imagine that you are in US, you have $100 and you want to send that to a user or someone in Mexico, okay? So you go to the crypto exchange, you exchange the $100 to the XRP in this case, and immediately after, the XRP is converted back to Mexican peso, and it is delivered either to the local rails or to the financial institutions that has an account with the crypto exchange. So this is actually changing the way that the current liquidity is managed. So you only use the liquidity when you need it. And when you don't need it, you don't use it. But you don't trap the liquidity into the destination country. So this product, I think, is somehow the ultimate way of the way that we see that the crypto assets or digital assets can help in the build of the global economy by using the costs associated to the liquidity management.
This I can do.
Well, I think basically, as you said, 2018 has been a tough year in terms of the pricing for cryptocurrency. And I think we see a lot of projects not making it this year, so it's a correction year. But the technology will stay, and we want to kick off 2019 with a bang.
Seen leadership, and I think we're going to continue to see that over the coming 12 months because this is a market where there is more clarity from a regulatory point of view, as Ross was articulating, and so I think that allows companies like Ripple to continue to invest and expand the footprint across this region.
We are talking quite a lot with other big players, in particular 𝗕𝗕 and Ripple, and we are investigating how to help the banks and the corporate to deliver their services on the best of breed technology in the world.
It's the only way.
Next 6 months is like, will it come to fruit? Like, will it be available to X number of clients, or how is it?
I don't have a number right now, but it's definitely we are doing some POC with the people in Japan last year, and for this year we expect to scale that in a regional level and a global level. So I expect to launch some kind of new service in the next 6 months.
Can I ask actually?
Yes.
Are you guys using XRP for?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, so I think it's a very, very typical, they have a service that's been usable and very stable there.
We're in pilot right now with Western Union, MoneyGram, and 4 or 5 other payment companies, looking to get greater reach without the cost of pre-funding and with a more efficient way to source FX. Some of our early pilots a few years ago that we've been building off of showed the potential to lower your FX cost by about 60%, to lower the operational cost of a cross-border payment materially when you introduce these new types of tools to source FX. That has a lot of potential. It's still in pilot. We're still specializing that product, as we referenced earlier. But that I see coming into the fold this year, and this change in mindset of blockchain good, crypto bad, looking at it more broadly as these are tools that have many different use cases, and we're starting to see new, productive, positive use cases come to the forefront.
Illegal combatant on the grid.
Get in.
Illegal combatant on the
Get
grid.
in.
System failure. Release Rinsler.
Game on, old friend.
On behalf of Ripple, we'd like to give you $4 million. Now, usually people come out with the big giant check and do the big giant check thing, but we can actually transfer it into Rwandan francs right now, right here, and all we have to do is push this button that's in your account. Do you want to push it? You want me to push it?
I would like to push it. I'd like to push it real good.
Bingo.
All right. Oh my God. That was the most amazing thing. Thank you. I love you both so much. You know that. And I love Ripple. Thank you, Ripple, for doing this. And now everybody knows how to. You can just send money easily like that.
They're turning around.
Not by choice. Their vehicles aren't designed to go off grid. They'll malfunction on this terrain.
What about us?
Obviously not.
Where are you taking me?
Patience, Sam Flynn. All your questions will be answered soon.